And I knew him first as a friend of my father's, and then when my father died and I put together the Book of Letters, I knew him as a friend and as a mentor. And I used to go see him always with great fear and trepidation, and ask him, apologize. I'm very good at apologizing. It may be my greatest talent. And ask him if it was all right for me to put together the Book of Letters or to write a novel, whatever it was I was doing, and he would always say it was all right. And then he would write letters, and in these literalist times, I think it's good to bring an object. So yesterday I got out the box of letters, and I didn't read them all, but I read a lot of them, and they made me both sad and happy. And I brought two, one in which he's being kind to me, and one in which you just see how funny he was. I mean, everything you've said about the wonder of his prose, I completely agree with, except that I do think the story he told was also angry, also ironical. It was all the things that you I mean, it was mannered, but there were other deeper feelings there too. Those less appropriate feelings were there, which is why you'd read his stories and think how wonderful it is, and tears would be running down your face. This was in 1993. Dear Ben, yes, all you have to do is work very hard. I have never known good things not to come of it, and I am all the better for work habits. I feel I'm engaged in a struggle, with whom or with what I am not sure, for your soul. If I win, as an old man you will look back kindly on your life and say to yourself, to think, I spent all those years thinking poorly of myself. How unnecessary. Love, Bill. It's wonderful, but I bet he sent letters just like it to 20 or 30 other equally deserving men. Anyway, here's a letter. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but the last paragraph. He would write these, they were not long, sometimes 2 pages, almost never 3. And he used to say it was like we were talking together across a garden. Didn't he used to do that to everyone, to talk across, you know, a hedge or something, as if we were neighbors? And there would always be some wonderful thing that I would rush in and read to Janet. At the end of this one, he says, this is 1998. If I hear one more word about Clinton's ability to provide moral leadership, I will go out of my mind, he said. There are more hypocrites in this country than there are Purdue chickens. Love, Bill.